When was the last time you felt butterflies?
The last time I felt butterflies was... Butterflies for like love?
It could be any type of butterflies.
That's crazy for me because...
The answer is never.
Yeah, no.
That's the answer.
I spend so much time talking to my clients about the importance of proper nutrition outside of the gym. And the number one area of struggle is not getting enough protein. So Boss and Kevin developed Vita Hustle One superfoods for this very reason. This plant-based blend contains 86 superfood ingredients that support muscle recovery and overall well-being. It's not just about what you do in the gym, it's also about how you fuel your body. So try Vita Hustle One superfood in vanilla bean, dark cocoa, which is my fave, or superfood greens in the popular berry flavor. Use code MEAGAIN for 15% off your first order.
Hey guys, it's me again, your host Dominique, and my girl...
Nature. Oh, my bike is too far.
Oh.
Come on, popcorn.
Popcorn.
Peanut gallery, I mean. Come on, peanut gallery. Mic check, mic check.
Hilarious. They didn't want you to talk, girl. Mum's the
okay.
word. What's up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
Season 2.
Season 2, we're here.
I am so excited. So today I figured let's talk about season 1.
Okay.
And kind of everything that we gathered from that, what we thought about it. It was our first time, our first rodeo. And then bringing it into what we want to bring into this season. And anything we want to change, you know, all that good stuff. So you first tell me, how did you think season 1 went for us?
I think overall, it went well. Mm-hmm. For me, I feel like it was like a huge jump from going to no social media to a whole podcast. So it's definitely was something that I was like easing myself, even in getting back into social media. But overall, I feel like towards the end, I found my groove.
We're getting that groove in.
You know? We're figuring it out. How did you feel like it was for you? And for us?
I felt like season 1 was great. As you know, I felt like it was just a huge outlet. And towards the end of it, I felt like it was my therapy session. Like I'm like speaking to these powerful women who are going through all of the same, if not the same, similar experiences. And we're picking each other's brain, right? And getting healthy like tips
tools,
and tools that we can kind of implement in our life, which is another thing that I want to talk about, how early on we talked about crossing that bridge of change, right? And there were 3 things that we both said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what you're going to do.
Do you remember yours?
I do. Want me to let you know?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my crossing the bridge of change was fitness, which I am happy to say is a check.
I've been seeing the gains. The gains is gaining.
I'm doing good.
You're doing
I am.
good.
I'm staying consistent. Even like last night, I didn't work. Okay, so I worked out really hard on Monday. I was sore. Tuesday, I didn't work out. And then Wednesday, the end of the day was there. And I'm like, yikes. If I don't work out today, it's going to be another day I know it's going to be a trouble. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I just went back and I worked out for 30 minutes real quick. Did a little something, so it keeps me on that regimen of feeling like I'm staying moving. You know what I mean? Consistency. So fitness has been great for me. I still want to keep pushing the boundaries, but that's good. The other one was just rebuilding my relationships, focusing a little bit more on my relationships because I was becoming kind of ostracized with the kids and like feeling isolated. So I have been making sure I'm going out with the girls, trying to do date nights.
I have been seeing you living your best life, and I love that for you.
Yes, girl. And now that Cruz sleeps much better through the night, I don't have to come back and be like pumping and stressed about that. I get to go home, get some rest, wake up, and do my thing. So between rebuilding with the girls and going on date nights with the hubby, that's been nice. Last one was waking up with intention. I can do better. I really want to do better, but I do think it's changed a bit. It wasn't as bad as it was before. But I think that that's something that I do need to still prioritize this season. Maybe do a meditation in the morning, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Even when you don't want to.
Even if you don't want to. And I think, again, I said this last season I did not do, trying my best to wake up before the kids. Because trying to get ready while the kids are getting ready and feeding, it's just too much. I'd rather be done and ready and then move on to the next, you know what I mean? So that will be something I'm working on. Do you remember yours? What are yours?
Mine was what I put in my body, my diet. And I will say, starting the new year, I've really been really intentional. I've been cooking almost 4 times a week. I do leftovers because I don't know how, some people are like, I am cooking home cooked meals, and then maybe once or twice we'll order out.
Okay.
But I'm cooking. I've been meal prepping my lunch. So that's been the past 3-4 weeks. So I'm pretty good with that. I think I'm getting my groove back in that. I feel like that's pretty much now becoming a habit. And I also chose reading, which I also got back. I went back to New York for the beginning of the year. And then when I came back, it was all right, now my time. Because I took a book out there and saying I was going to read. Yeah, I didn't read shit.
Not when you're visiting with family,
No,
nope.
You're all over the place. So I started reading again. That's going well. I could do better. I didn't read yesterday, and I should have, but instead I just sat there because I was just exhausted. And then my third was my mindfulness, just waking up. I could do better because I feel like life is lifing, so I'm a little bit... So I just got to keep remembering to just bring myself back down and just have a moment just of silence or just mindfulness, meditation, whatever it is that day that I need. But I want to add prayer into that too.
Yeah, I agree. I'd also love to add prayer back in. Maybe what some people don't know about me, I do pray frequently throughout the day. I'm always just throwing up prayers here and there.
I love that.
But I have realized the quality of my prayers have changed a bit since I've had kids. I'll pray with them before bed, but I used to be someone who would jot down, note what I'm specifically going to pray about, and then go and pray. And now I'm trying to do it at the top of the dome. And so I want to get back to writing my notes of what exactly that prayer is going to be so that I can pray with intent and not just the same type of prayer and be redundant, right? So I'm with you on that. I'd love to add that into my...
I like that. I never really thought about the idea of sitting down and writing it out. Usually I'll just sit, take a moment, and then pray about whatever it is that I'm praying about that day or that moment in time.
I just feel like some people get it's like asking for the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
That doesn't do any good. Redundant prayers is pointless. If your kid is coming to you every day asking for the same thing over and over and over again, it doesn't really do anything. There needs to be action involved. There needs to be change involved. So when you can note down, bullet point your prayers and take action and accountability to make it happen as well, and be, obedient to get those prayers and receive those blessings, whatever it may be that you're asking for, I just feel like it works better. So I would let's hold each other accountable on that this season. I'm
going to use my journal that I bought. I still don't remember what I still don't remember what the front of the book says, but it suits me. So I'm going to use that because I've never been the journaling type, but I'm kind of starting to as I'm reading my book, I always break down the chapters when write. So now I'm my books are giving me things to do. I'm I'm going to start journaling then. I'm just going to go in for it.
So have you done actually this was a cool place to go. It was called Savannah Resort in Arizona. Boss and I went with a group of our friends, and it was a wellness retreat. And we did a journaling class. And one type of journaling was stream of consciousness. So you just wake up at whatever time you want to go, and you just start writing. You don't even think about what you're writing, words. And you'd be surprised to see what certain things or what common trends keep coming up on the page, et cetera. So anyways, I just ask you that because I want to know, what type of journaling are you doing?
I didn't start. I told you
Oh,
my book just came. I've just been doing my when I read, I just break down the chapters at the end in a journal. But I have a journal for my book, and I have a journal for my personal.
Okay, yeah.
The personal is still wrapped.
Oh, girl,
I
get
just
into
got
that.
it. I just got it yesterday. No, 2 days ago.
Get into that.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's what...
I want to sit down.
You were making me feel so strange. You're just like
I
standing
knew
there
that.
staring.
I knew that. I just was here. I was like, I might as well just sit in.
Welcome to the Me Again podcast.
You're a little funky.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hi, welcome.
What's up? I got
You
stuff
got
in my
some-
teeth. Okay,
black.
I'll keep it there.
First male to be in our seats.
Well, it's the right one.
Are you ready to elevate your mac and cheese game to a whole new level of deliciousness and nutrition? Look no further, because Goodles has arrived. It doesn't just taste good, but it's the new healthy mac and cheese I feed my boys, including my husband. Goodles has changed the way you think about noodles with their clean ingredients and packing each box full of 21 nutrients from organic plants, 14 grams of protein, and 7 grams of fiber per serving, and prebiotics to support your gut health. Goodles currently comes in 11 different flavors, including a vegan mac and 2 gluten-free options. They're the first box mac and cheese ever to receive the Clean Label Purity Award certification. That means that their final product has been tested by a third party for over 400 contaminants, and they determined Goodles met their highest standards. Goodles is also a low glycemic index food, so it gives you steady energy instead of a carb crash. Say goodbye to bland, uninspired pasta dishes. Goodles is here to shake things up. Goodles are your go-to noodles that are not only tasty, but also packed with goodness. And trust us, it's not just for kids. Goodles is a hit with the whole family. To learn more, visit goodles.com today. Okay, so if he wants to join in, seriously, you can join in our
Yeah,
conversation.
for a quick second.
Okay, good. So this is something fun. So I saw this video on Instagram, and it's that whole, and I know his mindset on like, oh, New Year resolution and all this madness, right? It is a kind of a corny thing because people act like they want to make a change.
They make
and
change for 2 weeks and then it's right
it's
back
not
to the
really a
bullshit.
change. So anyways, this guy was on there saying resolution, it's BS, bunch of BS.
Pastor Michael
But it-
Todd. You want to shout it out? Michael Todd.
Okay.
Pastor Michael Todd.
So his name was actually Michael Todd, and he was talking about, instead of it being this resolution, the words, when you break down the word, it's a resolution. So what is something that you do need to change, or you feel like you can look back at yourself and say, okay, I need to make a change to move forward. So, honey, since you're
You came in at the right time.
our guest, what are things that you need to make a resolution for going into this season of your life?
Because
Career, whatever.
because I really don't buy into the New Year's resolution. I think it's always an always on thing. For me, I didn't look at January 1st as a start date, so I don't have a real thought on this resolution. That's what you called it?
Well, babe, that's the whole point. We're agreeing that the whole resolution, New Year's resolution, is a gimmick, right? So I'm saying, in general, of just personal growth, what are things that are resolutions for yourself?
There's
Not the New Year's gimmick resolution.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I don't think that I'm in the right frame of mind to go down that path.
That sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm not in the right. No, honestly, I'm not in the right. It's a caught off guard kind of question because
Oh, so you can't think on your feet.
not right now because there's so much that you really. I don't want to just. A lot of times I find that people speak outside of their ass and just to make things sound good, right? And I don't want to say something because it may sound good. I think there's a thought, and I don't have a thought right now that's off the top of my mind that I would say that I'm always working, right? There's so many different things that day to day that I'm working on. I'm constantly competing with the old boss. And I think if you really just sum up the person, I just want to be a better human being from who I was, and how do I evolve through the people around me? How do I serve people better? And still be the person that I am. I don't want to lose myself while I want to while evolving into these new things that I can new challenges. It's just so much, but I don't have a direct answer to that.
I resonate with that.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
My question for him is, what did you think about season 1?
I thought season 1 was really, really good. I think you guys did a great job. I think that, you guys are getting the momentum. I think you guys are grabbing. I think you guys are grabbing. What's the word I want to use? Your chemistry together is starting to flow a lot better. I saw it as the things went on and you guys started to ask questions. I think the more the season went on, it's interesting that I know what the show's about, but I would be very interested to hear more controversial topics on relationships and current events of kind of what is trending. But overall, I think the first season was entertaining. You guys laughed a lot. It was emotional for some people because I saw that you had some really unique guests on that opened up and shared things that they hadn't shared before, which is always great when you can get people a place to vocalize what's going on in their life and sharing that experience. So you guys did a lot, and I think that you were able to sit with some of your friends. I think nature had made you uncomfortable a lot.
I was very uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
I feel like towards the end of the season, I started to like loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was telling her from going to like no social media to a whole podcast for me was like,
Right.
but I'm here.
Yeah,
You gotta challenge yourself to grow.
Yeah, I think Dom, you did well. You led. You haven't been a host, but you did good. And
Yeah, I mean, I was outside of my element. This wasn't nothing that I thought I would ever be doing, but I think what really worked and a lot of the feedback that we got is we were truly authentic. And I think that people enjoyed not seeing the glitz and the glam of the fake conversation. It was a genuine conversation and it was real, and we were making words up, and things but it's so funny because people are like, "Oh my gosh, I can't even think myself. I just had a baby." Like just different things, and that authenticity really did shine through. And so I'm excited because season 2, I want to keep that pendulum going. Just so you know, what we said is fitness was one of my things, which I am accomplishing, and I'm going to keep going with that. Rebuilding my relationships, not rebuilding, but like focusing in on my relationships with you, date nights, focusing in on each other. And then also my girlfriends, like having that quality time to like rebuild my own self of who I am. Waking up with intention. I'm gonna try and wake up before the kids so I can get my day started ahead of time. And then prayer we're gonna add into the season. So Nature has, what are you focusing again on this season?
Well, my diet I'm gonna change now because that's down pat again. But last season I had said just getting myself like what I'm putting in my body, reading more, and being like just bringing myself down, mindfulness, just having intention, just starting the day with just positivity.
Yep.
And not like, I'm going to get out the bed and say I'm fucking tired. But once I get out the bed and I get moving, I'm grateful.
So I think that's what's going to be fun. So season 2, we will continue on with that theme. But then also, I personally want to host a brunch or something like that, a Me Again brunch for women to join us or men to join us.
Yeah, we really want to make this like a big community. Not
Right.
just like you guys sit and watch us. We want to like bring you guys in as well and really like just form this strong unit of women. I mean, and men, if you guys want to come and join
No, I
us.
think I think
also,
that it's
babe-
healthy for women to be with women and spend time. You guys should do it without us.
Yeah. But also, Nature wants to do Me
And
Again
workouts at Just Train.
Nice, that's a great idea. Listen, I literally just came in to bring you guys some acai bowls, and I had no qualm of sitting in on this, but I thought I would walk in and they would cut the cameras and I would interrupt, but this is cool, man. It seems like you guys are flowing, a lot of great energy. And Dom tried to put me in a hot seat immediately. What are the resolutions that you're working on?
But I mean, what you said was a resolution.
Yeah, just evolving. I think the constant
evolving
evolution.
and staying. What I really like what you said is that staying yourself, like true to you, and that's something that I keep saying to myself because I'm coming from, you're like just like a middle class area where it's,
Yeah.
it's not, and I'm coming out here and I'm in faces of people that I never would imagine me being,
Yeah.
So just staying true to who I am and not letting any of this change who I am moving forward. So I think that's a resolution.
Yeah.
Nature, that is a great topic and conversation, because that is something that I feel like I've dealt with. Like we were just talking about this the other day. When I met him, I was only 21. It was fun. We were dating, traveling, it was a great time. And then you start building a family, having kids, and then you see, I guess you could say I was naive, but now I see things that have come with the industry and how smoke and mirrors it is. And just truthfully, it's a place with no morals. And so it is a challenge to continue to stay true to who you are, stay grounded. That's why the prayer is incredible. Being in tune with the scripture has helped me. But yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, how can you be your most authentic and genuine self in a space that's filled with a bunch of madness,
authentic, non-authentic selves.
That everything that's telling you that you have to be everything that you're not,
Oh.
And so that's a great conversation for women, because there's a lot of pressure in that. But that's funny you said that, because we were literally just talking about that the other day.
I know this may be a little interesting, but I would say before I walk away, Nature, and Diamond, you ask me, but if that was one piece of advice that you can ask me.
Damn, boss. I got to
Person.
think on that question.
Yeah, there was something that you would like to say or ask, or something you've observed. Because you said the statement that, you're around these individuals, or, you're in people's faces and play in their environment, that you were back home like, oh man, to be here, first of all, you should be walking in the opportunity that it presents itself to be. I talked about this on my another recent podcast, and I talked about opportunity cost that people don't actually value. Opportunity cost is probably the highest proposition at a time of trying to figure it out, because everybody's chasing the money, but the opportunity presents itself that will potentially forward you forward, depending on how diligent and how you take care of that opportunity, right? 100%. It opens up a lot of doors. So I think as you said that, it just resonates with me that so many people are missing their opportunity cost and their value, within that, and they're chasing money, they're chasing the wrong things, they're, everybody got to make money. I want to be very clear. People have to make money. People have to live their lives, but every opportunity, depending on where you are in your life, you got to look at things as with an opportunity scope. So I don't know. I just feel like as you guys evolve, be authentic, but don't, seek understanding. Bring, your guests should be, I talked to Dominique about this, and like your guests should be like, you not always aligning with your points and views, because there's so many different people out here, speaking on current topics that doesn't have to resonate with you. Your audience knows who you guys are, and you guys will continue to, talk about that. But I think that, thinking about what this opportunity is to be here, you guys are trying something that could be really, really great. This can turn into something phenomenal. This is an opportunity for you to be here every day and be like, man, similar to that point you just made. Like, now you're sitting in the seat where people are looking at you going, man, one day I'll be able to be in front of that person. You are that person. So continue to try to make impact. Think about when you're here, seek understanding. There's judgment that comes because things don't align always. And judgment is natural. We're supposed to judge and hold each other accountable. I think as you think about what you're doing, think about the opportunity in it and how it could really open up doors for you, not only from a thought perspective, but an opportunity for you to do something that you may love that you never knew was a calling.
Right.
It's so funny because I'm about to do this do tell with him
Yes.
before he leaves. And I've been wanting to get you onto doing this. So this is the perfect opportunity. But I skipped out one of the questions because I said, he probably doesn't want to answer that. And it says, would you consider yourself judgmental? But you were saying righteous judgment or whatever you were saying.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was funny. But we have 5 questions.
Okay. You don't have to hide them. What you want to say them? Go ahead.
Okay. Here, Nature, you ask 2, and I'll ask the other 3.
Who's going first?
You.
Who's asking the
who's
question?
asking the question?
Nature's asking.
How do you respond to constructive criticism?
Now, I respond with understanding.
Okay.
Before, I couldn't because I would always. It was unfair. I felt like everybody had an opinion, but nobody was, making the sacrifice. So everybody could tell me what to do, while nobody was actually, putting up their time, spending their money, doing the things that I was doing to be able to be in a position. So yeah, positive criticism was really difficult, and the people closest to you get it the hardest. But I think now I've opened my eyes. I'm also in a lot of different rooms, and I'm sitting on different boards, and so my perspective has changed because I'm sitting in on companies that I didn't start, and I'm lending them my opinion and perspective. So when people come talk to me, I have to be open. But nobody taught me this. I've been self-taught. So I've been fortunate enough to have great people around me, but I seek the knowledge and understanding and how I wanted to build. So it was tough, but I would say today I'm a better person. I mean, and you're still passionate. So criticism is still difficult. I'm very competitive. So you say something and your shit. You're not just gonna, fall by the wayside, right? But yeah, I'm a little bit more understanding of where it is, but also the person and the person that's giving me the criticism. I don't seek a lot of outside noise. Just not that you have to have done what I've done or made the sacrifice or some of those things. That's not it. It's really, are you someone I respect from a position of wisdom, challenging. I think a lot of times smart people think because they read a lot, no disrespect, is that they have a perspective, but I think experience is the best teacher. So I'm always, so the criticism is very interesting. I listen to anyone now. It's tough.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm open to sharing space with everyone versus, hey, you got to be careful. You got to protect your mind and the things that you're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make it shorter, by the way.
Go ahead, Nature. You can go.
If you can pick your own strengths, what would they be?
Lifting 400 pounds.
Well,
Let me tell you, before he starts, this mother lover came to the gym today. Didn't even do anything. Didn't warm up. Did not. Just picked up 200-pound dumbbells and starts overhead pressing them.
Right. And then wonders why he comes back home limping. And then come up in the house. I don't know what I did. I just.
No. I think one of my strengths is long view, like vision. One of my strengths is I always see the vision, 5-10 years. Okay. I think a lot of people see me as the gym guy, but I'm a vision guy. I'm looking far past the situation. I'm always thinking about, people, places, and things in the next 5 to 10 years versus the current state. I think that's one of my strengths. And so it gets me in a lot of trouble because people like to deal in the now. And I like to deal in the later.
Your bigger picture.
Yeah. So that's one of my strengths that most people don't.
Didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now these are probably the most important questions.
Let's just see the best for last.
What qualities would your ideal partner possess?
You.
Those are not qualities, babe.
You have all the qualities.
Okay. That I need. This one's even more important. Who are you with when you feel most like yourself?
You. No, and I would add my brothers and obviously my friends that I'm with every day. Yeah, you're top tier.
Okay. When was the last time you felt butterflies?
The last time I felt butterflies was butterflies for like love.
It could be any type of butterfly.
My butterflies were nervousness, so it could be whatever.
That's crazy for me because
the answer is never.
Yeah, no.
That's the answer.
No. It's crazy because like when you think butterflies, it seems more I don't know, like you go, oh, she gives me butterflies, right? Versus there's so many different things that make me excited, and so it's like, but I'm very like you would never know, but like my kids, coming home to my wife, but like those things, like when I walk through the door and I've been gone and my kids run up and give you a hug, those are those moments that you can't get back. And I think when you think about those things, because Dom will be like, this dude never walks in the house and is never excited. You know what I mean? And I'm always excited. I'm blessed. So, beyond. So, yeah, I think you and the kids being able to come home.
Yeah, but when was the last time? When was
Yesterday
it?
when he came home and he saw the kids.
Is that what he's trying to say?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That was the failing answer.
I knew that answer was never going to be good, first of all.
Mind you, she gave me shit about my answer, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like nervous, butterflies, because Nina was in here giving it up. I mean, I was like, so who are you with when you feel the most like yourself? She's like, Russ. I'm like, oh, when's the last time you felt butterflies? Well, Russ did this. I was like, oh, I was like romantic. And then this one goes, well, I was nervous and I was feeling butterflies. I'm
When
like,
I moved here, a lot.
Yeah. People are wired different.
Yeah, people are wired different. Trying to work on being romantic. But I appreciate you guys letting me sit in. I'm going to pop out. Like I said,
Yeah,
I
please
brought
do,
you
because
guys.
those answers were not qualified.
Yeah. I appreciate you
Thanks,
guys. Don't
babe.
let your acai eat.
Thank you. I cannot wait.
Oh.
My favorite.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, that could be the end, but I do want to let all of you guys know, all of you guys listening, me again, that we want to do a bigger community pool here. We are planning a workout, Me Again workout. We are planning a Me Again brunch, and we will love to have you guys come and join us, get all of your guys' feedback, and we can all keep each other accountable for that progression moving forward, taking on great traits, great habits, and releasing all of the negative things that we are kind of habitually doing every day. So it's about community.
It sure is about community. And
Stay
I'm
tuned.
excited. This is just a journey. It's just a start.
Yep. All right, let's do it.